also. Thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, today's video is basically like a mid-year check-in. I know it's like after mid-year, but that's neither here nor there. It's also a chit-chat, get ready with me. So I will be showing you how I achieved this look. But yeah, that's basically it. It's basically a follow-up to my video at the beginning of the year about setting goals and achieving those goals. It's kind of like a follow-up to it. So yeah, if you haven't watched that, you can also go ahead and do that so that we can continue the conversation. Now, before we do get started with this video, I apologize in advance for any funny sound, especially towards the end of the video, because I am using a new mic. It's not new, it's new, but I've never used the mic before, so I'm not really used to it, and I kept forgetting that the mic was on my chest, and I kept touching my chest and moving about. But yeah, it's not that bad. You can power through it, I promise. Like I will be talking about this video, it's about persevering and powering through tough times. Okay, so yeah, do stay tuned, and I apologize and I love you. Anyway, let me stop this nonsense and get into the video. You know what? December is here. December is around the corner. And soon we'll be making new goals for a new year or whatever the case is. So I thought I'd just sit down, have a chit chat, you know? Yeah. So, wow. So I made a video earlier in the year. Let me actually check. I'll put it in the cards up here. But I made a video earlier in the year about goal setting and realistic goal setting, because I find that a lot of the time when we set goals, you know, there's such big goals that you get encouraged. No, you don't get encouraged. You get discouraged to achieving them, and you end up feeling like, you know what, a whole year went by and I didn't really achieve much. And in that video, let me talk a little slower so that I can speak, because right now I cannot speak. But in that video, I had mentioned that it's important to actually review your goals every couple of months, just to check how are you, how are you on those goals, and do you need to make any adjustments, etc, etc, etc. And today I am here with basically my kind of review, like, how am I doing in terms of my goals? Do I need to make adjustments? Or the adjustments that I've made to my goals, you know what I mean? Because it's not that simple. It is not that simple. Anyway, okay, let me get started. And yeah, it's a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere, once again. But I'm using the Quick Face Hydrating Mist. I use artificial lights because the sun is going down. It's about 4 p.m. Anyway, we all have things that we want to like achieve and stuff, and you'll find that a lot of the time we don't really achieve those goals. Various reasons, from burnout to life just happening to a change in goals. Okay, that's also a valid reason to not achieve something, to say, you know what, this no longer aligns with who I am. But also we have the scenario where you do achieve your goals. So you've said that, it's August now, so by August I will have such and such a thing, and I would have done XYZ, and you've done it, and congrats to you, shout out to you, congrats. Okay, like, you're doing a great job, you're doing an incredible job, and continue on that trajectory, continue, working towards your goals, and don't get discouraged, keeping on. Why can I not speak today? But keep pressing on, keeping on, and you know what? You're going to achieve great things, and you're going to be great in life. You've got this. So yeah, today I just want to speak a little bit on, you know, not achieving your goals. I can't find a spoolie to brush my. Let me look for a spoolie. Just give me a sec. Okay, yes. So, what was I saying? Um, yeah. So, when it comes to goal setting, it is so important to make them realistic and to also just check in with yourself, because guys, around this time we are suffering burnout. We are just trying to get through whatever you're trying to get through, but I think the biggest thing is definitely burn out. So burnout is basically just like exhaustion from constant stress and depression, and over the last couple of years it's kind of been getting recognition that, you know what, this is a thing that is part that affects our mental health, and it should be recognized as a real thing, because there's different kinds of burnouts, and the one that I am talking about is year-end burnouts. But also, I'm not a psychologist, okay? I know nothing about psychology. So whatever I say, don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I didn't plug my mic before starting. So yeah, as I was saying, burnout is, a form of exhaustion, and it's usually caused by stress and prolonged stress. So you can experience different kinds of burnouts. That's what I was talking about. The different kinds of burnout. So the burnout that I'll be speaking about is actually year-end burnout, and I want to call it corporate burnout as well, because we have a calendar. We work on a calendar, and in December you have the holidays, and then you get back into it. And sometimes it just feels like you never really get over the burnout. You never really fully rest, okay? Like, you just feel stuck. You feel constantly exhausted, no matter how much you sleep, or your sleep is affected in the process. I'm using this. Is affected in the process. Hello. And it's just, nothing is cute. So I was having burnout, okay, and I was feeling so stuck that even like trying to grow my channel or trying to create content was actually a drag. But it's something that I forced myself to do, because I feel really good after doing it. Like, I really enjoy doing this, guys. I enjoy it so much. Like, I might have to rethink my career, but that's not a conversation for now. But one of the things that I realized was that I had put a lot of stress on future me, and I was avoiding a lot of what was stressing me, okay? At the time, it was work, okay? And I had a lot of the questions like, is Future also getting what she needs from this job? Or is Future also, just going to be suffering because now Ndogozo is in this position, And so that was probably the biggest thing. And because I was stressing about Future Ndogozo, and Future Ndogozo approaches day by day, okay? Like, I felt I wasn't motivated, and I was always tired. Like, guys, when I tell you I was always tired, nothing could have helped me. Like, there was nothing. So I think my first advice would be to identify what is it that is stressing you, okay? Because you could be going around stressing, or you don't even know, you're just tired, you're demotivated, you're feeling stuck, you just don't feel like you're achieving anything. And yeah, it's important to identify what is it. Is it hectic deadlines at work? Is it because you're juggling a lot of aspects of your life, which is valid because we're human beings, we have to make a living and we also have to live. You know, can't just make that living and then not live. So yes, you might have a lot of pressure from family, or it's just like self-inflicted stress. That's also valid because guys, we also want to show up as our best selves a lot of the time, and you really want to be, you know, supportive friend, a supportive partner, a supportive parent, whatever the case is. You know, you want to be your best, so you might also be putting yourself under pressure. And so it's important to identify what exactly is it that is making me feel this way. The other thing is to not avoid feeling that, okay? Oh my goodness, because when you avoid it, it's going to come back and bite you in the bums, okay? Let me grab this. It's going to come back and bite you in the bums because when you avoid it, you never really get to the other side of it. You kind of get stuck in, like, not even the coping level, but yeah, kind of get stuck in the things that you do to avoid it. So for example, if deadlines at work are what's stressing you, or you know, instead of trying to address the issue, you will, or trying to see how you can schedule or talking to someone, you know, you procrastinate. And again, I say I'm not a psychologist, so what I'm saying is based on moi and moi alone, okay? Do I need to highlight my forehead? This is for pictures, so you'll go ham on the makeup. I should do a video about that. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't make notes also, so I'm just all over the place. But yes, you need to identify what is it that has got me to this point, and then feel it out, guys. Get to the other side of it. Get to the point where you are dealing with it, you are addressing it. So for me, it was finding another job, and kesana, finding a job in this economy. What the hell? I was even willing to put what I'm doing on hold just so that future Ndorozo doesn't suffer. Because future Ndorozo are suffering, I'm suffering, everyone's suffering. No one is having a good time. And it was not making sense to like prolong my suffering. For what? You did this for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just not making sense to prolong that suffering. So that was it for me. For someone else, it might be just, you know, asking for help. Just telling someone like, hey, you know what? I can't do this. Like, I really, really can't do this. Or getting professional help also. It might be a different thing for a different reason and a different person. So again, you can only do this if you know what it is that is stressing you, because otherwise you're not really dealing with the issue, but you're avoiding it. And then I think the other thing that causes burnout is just having a lot of things piling up and you never really achieving it. Which goes back to my point of reviewing your goals every couple of months, because you might find that you're stressing about things that you don't even want to do them anymore. Like, they're not really a part of the plan anymore. The plan has changed, or they need to be moved to a different time, or they need to be adjusted in terms of the volume or whatever the case might be. So now you're busy stressing, and you're burning out over things that you don't even want to do anymore. So that's why it's important to just sit down with yourself and really ask yourself, self, do you want to do this? Is this something that you still want to do? Is this something that's still on the cards for us? Is it something that, we need to review and move? Because I know it sucks if you have something and you said, you know what, by this time I would have achieved this, and you haven't achieved it. It sucks to be like, oh, okay, let me move it. Let me achieve it next year, or let me adjust it, let me adjust the volume of what I'm doing. It really sucks. But sometimes you have to just be realistic and say, you know what? If anything, this is not bringing me joy. It's bringing me stress. So I need to move it to a different time. I need to look at, how I'm doing right now, and is it possible? Is it achievable? And if it's not, move it to next year, move it to November, whatever the case is. Just move it. I'm not saying give up. And if it no longer aligns with who you are, guys, let it go. Let it go. That might also be difficult because maybe it's a childhood dream. Maybe it's, I don't know, something you've always wanted to do, Jay. So, but let it go. Okay? The other thing that for me was causing my burnout was trying to do things with the same energy level all the time. And that is also so unrealistic. Like, as a human being, you go through so much. You deal with a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of things happen. Also go through your own emotions and all of that, and just but looking at whether am I showing up as my best self? If my best today is at a 2, then you're getting a 2. Unfortunately for you, you're getting a 2. If my best is a 10 that day, you're gonna get the 10. I think we need to stop this thing of thinking that we can show up at the same level. Like, progress is not a straight line. It's not a straight line. You're not always gonna be at a 10. You're not always gonna be at an 8, or whatever your regular level is. You're not always going to be at that level. Things happen, and sometimes you're going to show up as a 2. And if that is your best that day, if you can honestly and truly say, and even if it's not your best, sometimes just showing up is enough. Obviously, you can't always be showing up as not your best. Hey, let's also get it together. But sometimes just showing up and saying, you know what, I'm here, and that was my best. Actually, it is your best. You just showing up and being there is your best. Then that is your best. Who's gonna say what? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time we hold ourselves to such a high expectation that the people around us probably would understand, or they would get it. You know what? I'm tired and I can't. And they'll be like, you know what, friend, sister, brother, mother, father, I get it. Like, it's okay. You're only human at the end of the day. Okay? And like surrounding yourself with people that are good for you and people that actually love you will make you realize that, you know what, it's okay to be flawed as a person. Like, I am loved nonetheless. I am loved at my 2, I am loved at my 10, and it is perfect anyway. Like, obviously you can't always be showing up at a 2. So it's, yeah. And you never know. Maybe if you're like, you know what, like, guys, I'm overwhelmed. I can't do this. Like, someone might lend a helping hand. Again, it goes back to surrounding yourself with the right people. You'll find yourself, you're suffering, and then someone is like, no, babes, like, let me help you in such a way. Or, you know what do you need? What do you need from me? What is it that I can do to help you? What is it that I can do? And guys, lean on your people. Hey, like, don't be afraid to lean on your people. God has brought them into your life for a reason. And yeah, lean on them. Just lean. So yeah, at the end of the day, right now I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a bit more energetic and a bit better about my career trajectory. You know, future also doesn't seem like she's gonna suffer. Yeah, that's just me for now. For now, things are looking good. So it really helped me to actually be like, you know what, I need to remove myself from this place and go to a different place, because this place is not giving me what it is that I need. And yeah, it's not simple, it's not easy, it took a while. It actually really took a while, and it also took me looking very hard at some companies and positions and saying, you know what, you're not really offering me what I want. And I think it's one of those things that I had to endure in order to come out the other side a little bit stronger and wiser, as they say. Whoever says, you know. So yeah, I'm not crying too much about it because I did learn, but it wasn't for me. It really wasn't my place. And yeah, I think that's my other thing, is that if you can remove the stressor, or if you can remove the stressor, then remove it. I know sometimes it's not that simple, but remove it. Talk about it, you know, lean on the people around you, lean on people, guys. Having people to lean on is vital, and lean on them. And that doesn't always, again, it doesn't always look the same. Like, leaning on people doesn't look the same from everyone. Sometimes it might just be venting, and then you're good to go. Like, you can continue with your life. Sometimes it's genuinely asking for help. Like, angisiza bandla nakho ngehlelwa imhlola kaJames, you know. And sometimes it's just being like, yo, asking for advice, asking for encouragement, asking for prayers. Yeah, Yeah, it's different for everyone. But if you can remove it, what am I talking about in this video? Actually, what am I talking about? But yeah. So going back to goals and it being like a little bit after mid-year, have a look at your goals and whether they still align with who you are. And have a look at your habits, your actions, and how are they bringing you closer? Is something stopping you? What is it? How can you address it? And these are things that you can only do when you actually sit with yourself. Sure. Yeah, find some alone time during the day, during the weekend, during your drive to work. I don't know. We all have different circumstances, but this is not what I was trying to do. But we're here now, and I feel like I've committed to this look, but it's really, really not what I was trying to do. It's way too red. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let me neutralize it with this brown. But yeah, so have a look. I think I'm avoiding mine because I know oh my goodness, I know, because like I said in that other video, my vision board is my screensaver. So I basically see it every day. Like, I know the things that are just not happening now. And yeah, it's okay. But I am avoiding it. And I think this video was also for me to just be like, yo, girl, just peek through. You might surprise yourself. You might find that you're thinking, yo, I'm so far from my goal, but you're literally a month or two away. You're literally 1 or 2 steps away, and you've moved so much closer, which can be so encouraging. Yeah, it can be very encouraging. Or you might need to just, say, okay, what is it that I have achieved? What is it that I haven't achieved? What is it that I want to achieve? What is it that I don't want to achieve anymore? What is it that I want to add, subtract, Yeah, basically. Okay, let's finish the space with, the vibes. The vibes. Look at this. Look at how much I use this thing. Let me use a darker shade. I am filming another video after this, so I need not look crazy. It's buying you lashes. Ugh. And now you're lifting. Anyway, yes, this is my final look. Ooh, I look, guys, red suits me so much. It suits me a lot. Anyway, yes, yeah, I'm saying all of this to say that, you know what, wherever you are, it's okay. It's more about what are you going to do about it. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to stay stuck? Are you going to do something about it? Are you not going to do something about it? Are you going to wallow? Are you going to realign your goals or whatever? Yes, so just review, and you don't have to wait for the right time or wait for when you have a certain thing to start doing or start achieving what you want to achieve. Now is the time, okay, with whatever you have in your hands. If you want to start recording videos, guys, I started recording videos with this baby. I don't have a new baby. She's working so much better, but I'm so used to monitoring my phone, but I don't need to because this good girl is behaving. But this one was not behaving, but I persevered because it really, really made me feel so much better. It really helped. And yeah, so start with where you are. Doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday, a Monday, a Sunday, a Friday. I'm not gonna say all the days of the week. July, August, September, October, whatever the time is. Okay, if you have a tool to get to where you want to go, use it to the best of your abilities. Okay, and yeah, I'm gonna leave you. You know how I do with these videos. I'll be leaving you with scripture and whatever. I'll leave you with Matthew 6 verse 34, which says, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Today is the day to do whatever you can to make do and to get to the next step the best way you can. And tomorrow you can't put with, yo, tomorrow my phone might die, yo, tomorrow my don't might whatever, my tomorrow, yo, next week Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not getting you anywhere. If anything, it might even be holding you back because you're constantly worrying about a future that hasn't arrived yet. Like, now is the time. Now is the time to start. Now is the time to do what needs to be done. Yes. So anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more videos like this, or I don't think I'm gonna be doing motivational videos. I don't know how to motivate. I just want to joke around. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Like it, comment, subscribe, share it. You know the vibes. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Mwah.